Good day. This is Engineer Rodolfo B. Ocati from Haro, Iloilo City. We have this third slope deflection method for solving this two-span beam. So we need to determine first the formula for the fixed end moment. So we have this, we need the area for the fixed end, both sides of the beam as fixed when loaded with uniform load. The formula of the fixed end moment at A is equal to fixed end moment at B, and the formula is WL square over 12. For concentrated load, the fixed end moment at A is PAB square over L square, where A is from A and B is from B. Then solving for the fixed end moment at B, you just reverse P times B times A square over L square. For a triangular loading, the fixed end moment at A is WL square over 30. Fixed end moment at B is WL square over 20. Fixed end moment at B is bigger than fixed end moment at A. Then for partially filled with uniform load, we have this formula, and it is a very long solution, so I just leave that for a while. And if we have a couple loaded in a fixed beam, both ends fixed, we have this also formula. Okay. Then we have this fundamental equation of slope deflection. We need to have a fixed end moment first. For moment at AB, meaning here AB, or moment at A, the fixed end moment AB is required. Then plus K times 2 theta A plus theta B. The order of the subscript is A first, then B. A, then B. For moment BA, we need to have a fixed end moment BA plus relative coefficient stiffness factor 2 theta B plus 2 theta A. The same, we have follow this order: B first, then theta A. Definition of fixed end moment case stiffness factor. This must be relative. Theta, the slope or rotation angle in radian. Okay. Relative stiffness factor. For this, given now the 7 and 6, the span AB is 7 and BC is 6. So for AB, relative stiffness factor 1 over L, this is 7 for AB. Then span BC 1 over L or 1 over 6. The solve for the less common divisor for 7 and 8. So 42 is the less common divisor, meaning 42 can be divided by 7, 42 can be divided by 6. So this is a proper choice of the denominator. We call this as the least common denominator. So 42 divided by 7 is 6 times I, or 6I. This is also 6 over 42 is I over 7, just simplified. Then 42 divided by 6 is 7 times I is 7I. This is also I over 6. Now simply shows that the K here for AB is 6 and the K for BC is 7. Meaning of this is higher than this. The beam BC is stiffer than beam AB. The shorter the beam, the more stiffer it is. So this is K7, this is K6. Okay. So we have the meaning of this. Relative to each other, this is 7 times, this is 6 times a certain K. Now, requirement for the slope deflection, you have to follow these headings or instruction. Relative stiffness factor, you have to follow this 5 of these: relative stiffness factor, fixed end moment, moment equation, joint condition, joint moment condition, then the reaction. The order of solving this, you have to follow this. If you want to have a shortcut, then do so, but this is my best approach. You have to follow this. Okay. So the fixed end moment for AB, we have basic equation is PAB for any concentrated load. We have to, but the formula is still the same. Okay, I will explain this. For A, B or A, fixed end moment is 22 times 2 times 3 square, 5 square. Again, 22, nearest to A is 2, then further to A is 5. So this is 22 times 2 times 5 square over span of 7 square, PAB square over L square. Then another load is nearer distance to A is 4, then 3. So minus 16 times 4 times 3 square over 7 square. Near distance is 4, then 3, far distance 3 square divided by span of 7 square. Simplifying this 2 is minus 34.2041. For fixed end moment BA, from here up to here, okay, follow this, or I will discuss here first. For 22, fixed end moment BA is 22 times near distance 5, then far distance is 2 square divided by 7. This is the one. 22 times 5 times 2 square divided by 7 square. Next we have the 16 plus 16. Near distance is 3 times 5 square divided by 7 square. Near distance is 3, far distance is 4. So 16 times 3 times 4 square divided by span of 7 square. Then computing this, it is 24.6531. Okay, fixed end moment. Fixed end moment for this triangular load, we have minus WL square over L square, 30. WL square over 30. So 8 times 6 square divided by 30, or minus 9.6. Fixed end moment CD is WL square also divided by 20. So 8 times 6 square divided by 20, or 14.4. Now this entity is bigger than this entity. Divided by a bigger number, this is a smaller number compared to this. Notice also in the figure, moment at C compared to moment at B. Here we have a bigger moment compared to B because the total weight is nearer to C. So fixed end moment at C is bigger than BC. Okay. Now the sign, this is plus, this is minus, this is plus, this is minus. So the order of sign, A is negative here. On the left of B, this is positive. On the right of B, this is negative, and this is positive. So this is minus, this is plus, minus, then plus. If we have more span, just continue minus, plus, then minus, then plus, and so on. Alternate minus and plus. So this is minus, plus, minus, and plus. Okay, for the source span. Then next heading is moment equation. So the formula is fixed end moment AB plus K to theta A to theta B. This is fixed end moment equation. Fixed end moment times the K, 6, here 7. Remember, this is 6. For the first span, stiffness factor is 6, then second span 7. So we have moment equation, we have 34.204 fixed end moment plus relative stiffness factor of 6 for AB to theta A plus theta B. The order is A first, then B next. Then moment BA, fixed end moment first is 24.6531 plus the K for AB, 6 to theta B plus theta A. Stiffness factor here is 6. For the next span, BC, stiffness factor is 9.6. Fixed end moment 9.6 plus stiffness factor of 7 to theta B plus theta C. Then moment CB is fixed end moment of 14.4 plus 7 2 theta C plus theta B. So very easy to remember. Then the joint condition also very easy to interpret, that moment BA plus moment BC, they are equal but opposite in sign. So if they are equal but opposite in sign, when you add the two moment here on the left and on the right, the sum is 0. Okay, the sum moment BA plus moment BC must be 0. These two entities are equal in magnitude but opposite in sign. Remember that this is minus, this is plus, this is minus, and this is plus. This is plus, this is minus. The sign of the moment here is minus, sign here is plus. So when you add the minus and the plus here, it must be 0. Okay, so easy to understand, moment of the two here is 0. So moment BA, what is moment BA here? Moment BA and the moment BC here. So we add these two, we have 26,653 plus 6 2 theta B plus theta A. This is the first one. The second one, BC, is minus 9.6 plus 7 2 theta B plus theta C. Add a simplify. Be sure the subscript must be arranged alphabetically. Theta A here, the slope here at A, because this is fixed and this will not rotate, it is always horizontal, and so the theta here, or the slope here, is 0. Theta A is 0. So first we have the 6 theta A. Theta B is 12 here and 14 here. 12 and 14 is 26. Theta B. Then theta C is 7 times theta C is 1, 7 theta C. And the constant, we add these two, it is 15,053. The sum of these two is 15. Positive here, but transfer that to the right of equality, it becomes minus 15.053. This is equation 1 for the span AB. Okay. Then next we have to look for another equation, because we, in this slope deflection, the inclination of the beam, we have 2 theta B. This is not the beam does not remain horizontal at B. I don't know if it is inclined to the right or inclined to the left. Theta C, surely the beam will be somewhat inclined. The theta at C is not 0. So we have two unknown, B, theta B, and theta C. Theta A is 0. So we have two unknowns. So in a slope deflection, we must have two equations. Here, equation 1, two variables, theta B, theta C. Next, we create another equation that moment CB, joint of moment condition, that moment at CB, surely this is 0. The moment at C is 0, equate to 0. What is CB? Moment CB. Here, moment CB is 14.4 plus 7 quantity 2 theta C theta B. So this entity like that equal to 0. Then simplifying B first, then C. So this is 7B theta B. This is 14 theta C. The constant transfer to the right becomes minus 14.4. And this is equation 2. We have two equations enough for solving the two variable theta B and theta C. So theta B is minus 0.34902. Then theta C is minus 0.8540C. This can be solved using your calculator directly. Then this theta B and theta C substitute back to the moment equation. Here we can find the moment at A using this. Okay, so moment A or AB is 34 minus 34.204 here plus 6 to theta A theta B plus 6 quantity to theta A theta B. Now theta A and theta B are this is 0. Theta A given as 0, theta B given as B minus 0.34902. So theta B is minus, this is 0, and the stiffness factor is 6. Okay, simplifying, the moment at A is minus 36.29823. Okay, we have now the one of the moment solved. Then the moment at B, remember that the true moment at B at the support is negative. There are two moments at B. This is BA and BC. The positive moment at B is on the left. The negative moment at B is BC. They are equal but opposite in direction. The true moment at B is the negative one, or the BC, not BA. Anyway, they are equal but opposite in sign. I made this BC because BC is negative and this is the true moment at B. So I need the BC. Moment at B is the moment at BC, or xn moment BC, then stiffness factor of 7, then 2 theta B, 2 theta C. Then substitute moment equation here. BC 9.6 plus 7 to theta. Okay, 9.6 minus plus 7, negative, so minus 2, then minus you must add this 2 times 7. So moment at B is minus 20.4648. Okay, now the moment, two moments now are solved, moment A and moment B. Moment at C is 0. If you substitute the value of theta, the 2 theta, from the moment CB here, the moment CB, this one, for theta B and C, this is 0. this is 0. If you substitute these two to this equation, this resulted to 0. I am sure because in algebra, the moment CB is, we equated this really to 0. Here. We equated that to 0. And we solve this here, the value. And if we substitute back here, this must be 0. Okay, check that using your calculator, but I am sure the moment at CB or moment at C, this is equal to 0. Sure, it is 0. Then solving for the reaction, we have now the two moments. Consider AB, cut section here at B. Then consider only the left segment AB. We have the cut section, and we have the moment on the left as these two concentrated. Then we have a moment here, and we have the reaction at A, unknown first. There is an unknown reaction at A. On the right, surely there is a moment BC. It is equal to minus 20.4648. This is the moment on the right of BC, or right of B. Now solving on the left, RA times 7, okay, 7, RA times 7 minus, there is a moment at A of minus 36.2982. Remember, there is a moment at A. It is not equal to 0. So, moment at A is 36.29829. Direction of the moment at A is counterclockwise. It is opposite that of the reaction at A, which is clockwise. RA times 7 clockwise. Moment at A is negative counterclockwise. And so with the concentrated load counterclockwise. With respect to B, the moment is minus 22.5, 22 times 5 distance. Then minus 16 times 3, equated to the moment at B as 20 minus 20, 4648. Then we have one unknown here, and solving for RA, this is equal to 24,833.5. Okay. Then solving for RB, you take moment at C. More simpler than if you take moment pivot at C, not A. Anyway, you can proceed either A or moment at A or moment at C. Here in this solution, I take pivot or moment at C equals to 0, moment at C. So RA now is given as 24. This is now given because it is solved here, RA. I want to solve RB. This is not yet solved. So take moment at C equals to 0. RB times 6 plus reaction at A 24.833 4 times this is 13, 6, and this is 7 or 13. Then there is moment at A of 36.2982. This is the moment at A. Then the triangular load is 1/2 8 by 6 times distance from C is 1/3 of 6 or 2. Then minus the concentrated load of 16. This is 9 times 9. Then minus 22. This distance is 5 and 6 is 11. This is 11. Then equate to 0. We have one unknown RB. Then solving for RB, this is RB is 24.5774. Simple calculator. Then another, to solve RC, cut section at B, then consider only on the right of B. Never mind on the left, because on the left the moment on the left of B is equal to positive moment at B, 20.4648. The direction of the moment at B is counterclockwise here. Counterclockwise. Negative here meaning you bend the beam here, going here, clockwise. Moment at B here is clockwise. This here counterclockwise. So RC times 6, take all the moments on the right of B. RC times 6 minus 1/2 8 by 6 times 2/3 of 6, or 4. 1/2 8 by 6 times 4. Then equate that to the moment at B. As minus 20.4648. Then RC is 12.5892. Okay, to make sure that your answer is correct here, you add these three reactions. It must be equal to 22 plus 16 plus 24. 8 times 3, 24. And this must be, I think, 62. Okay, 62. Then, given now the three forces, RA, RB, RC, and the external forces, you can draw the shear diagram as this. Okay, there is a problem, Mikey, whether the parabolic curve, this is triangular, so the next curve is parabolic, whether this is concave downward or concave upward. Now you can plot this, but you don't know the nature of the curve. So my analysis is that the forces, shear is considering the force, okay, The rate of drop of this triangular at the beginning of B, the rate of drop is very small, very small. From 0, it is increasing and increasing until maximum at C. The rate of drop here is very small. So the rate of drop here is very small. This is almost horizontal first, then drop higher and higher and going to C. So I am sure this is concave downward, not concave upward. Okay. So it is very easy to plot the shear diagram or the whatever curve. Take note only wherever the rate of drop here. Okay. Then the moment diagram will look like this, and this is third degree parabolic, this is second degree parabolic. Now this discussion of this shear moment diagram is under the strength of material, and I don't want to discuss this anymore. Even writing here the second degree, it is up for you to interpret, but the values are now ready for you. Just check these moments. Moment here we have solved, moment here we have solved. The maximum moment is derived here with the distance of this. Okay, I want to discuss this one, but as I've said, this is under the strength of material. Okay, that concludes now the solution to this, and I challenge you to solve practice problem. This is a new problem for you. Change the P1 as 18 instead of 22, change that to 18. P2 15 here, and W instead of 8, change that to 10. Then solving for that, okay, theta A is 0, theta B like that, and theta C negative. Then RA, RB, RC are this. So for you to practice on your own, use my guide on how to solve. These are the answer: 2 moments and 3 reactions. Now second challenging problem is that P1 is 12, P2 is also 12, then W is 8. Change this only. Okay. Then the answers are, I make the solution, the equation instead. Okay, we have 2 equations, equation 1 and equation 2. Equation 1 and equation 2. Then solving for the theta A 0, theta B and theta C is still negative. Then moment at A and moment at B. Then the 3 reaction here. Okay. Then another challenge, third problem. P1 is 14, P2 is 8, and W is 12. And change the distances. These distances as 2, 4, 4 and 6, 2, 4, 4 and 6. The previous problem, we change also the distance here and the second. So third problem, we change the distance also, 2, 4, 4, 6, 2, 4, 4, 6. Then the answer we have this. Okay, pause for a while, look, or just pause your video, then copy this. Okay, this complete the decision of slope reflection third session, and be sure to subscribe in my channel. I hope I have helped you, and this is the end. Okay, done.